got the pile finished. We did a couple more loads this morning just to kind of fill in a couple lower spots, and ideally you want the whole top of the pile to have kind of a crown to it so the water can drain off. She's pretty good now. It's all slopes to the sides, the top's the middle's the highest part. Dad and Bill are getting the tarp ready, and we're gonna roll this out here and start throwing some tires on. So we got quite a bit chopped. I probably could figure out how many acres it is, but I don't have a map or nothing here right now. But we got enough for now, for the bunker anyways. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna probably make a couple bags yet. And then we're gonna, Bill's got a silo, we're gonna fill for him. Then we gotta do a bag for Galen. He's got some beef cows. I think we might be making a bag or something for Dave, I thought Dad said, but still got a lot more chopping to do, but as long as this bunker's done, that's kind of our big project for the year, or for the silage. I'm just gonna kind of park this out of the way and try to get you guys a good bird's eye view of this. It would be nice to have a drone to video this, but that we don't have anymore. Alright, time to get dirty. Hey everyone. So today's Friday. What day is it? September 20th. And we are gonna make a bag of silage today. So we got the bunker all done. Got that covered yesterday. Yeah, so yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna fill a silo for Bill, the neighbor that he's got some beef cows yet, or some steers and stuff. We're gonna just do a silo for him tomorrow, but we're trying to get a bag done today. Try to get the rest of our stuff off. Dad checked the moisture, it was 64%, so that's good for the bag. So we're gonna throw a bag on here and chop off the field that's right by the house here so we can get that off and get some manure on it and get some rye planted. Hey everyone, so today is September 25th. So I don't even remember, I haven't filmed nothing all week. Well, it's only Tuesday, so I guess it hasn't been real long, but last stuff I filmed, I believe, is when we were finished covering the bunker, and then we made a bag, a silage here, extra bag. So then since then we have basically just been chopping not doing our stuff, but we did some custom work for some neighbors. We filled a silo over at Bill's on Saturday. Sunday we didn't chop nothing. Sunday we didn't do much for work at all, just kind of hanged out around the house and went to church, listened to the Vikings a little bit, got some hunting stuff ready. Bow hunting started the weekend ago. So then, yeah, that was it, the chore Sunday night. Monday, what did we do Monday? Yeah, Monday we went over to Dave's. He wanted a pile of silage. He's got some steers and stuff left. So we made a pile for him. I think Monday night I went hunting finally. Didn't shoot nothing, saw a bunch of deer. Saw one really cool buck. He isn't real big, but kind of a pieball. Had like half his coat is half white, and it was kind of cool. Nice to get out finally. I'd really enjoy that. And then today's Wednesday. Tuesday, yesterday, we started making a bag for Galen, a different neighbor right up the road here. We do that for him every year. This puts up a 135-foot bag, so we chop a bunch of Roger's old sweet corn, put that in there. It's all for beef cows, so that worked out good. So we just finished that up now. We had a couple loads to do this morning yet, so we got him done. Dad's still unloading whatever is left in the boxes. And so when we made our bag, there was about 3.5 acres here right behind our house that was still standing. We didn't have room in the bag for it, so we were kind of stuck. We want to get this chicken manure hauled on here, work it up and get our rye planted, but we had that corn sitting there. So it worked out. Galen actually bought that 3.5 acres from us. We got that chopped off. So now this field's finally open, so we can get this done. I'm gonna hook onto the Chandler spreader right now, go over to Uncle Mike and Brian's and start hauling some chicken manure. But once Dad gets done unloading, we'll run over there, unhook the bagger and stuff, get him hooked up on the plow. He'll start chisel plowing it and hopefully get this planted here in the next couple days. Tomorrow, yeah, it'll be a couple days hopefully. Tomorrow we're gonna do some little more custom work for a different neighbor that called and asked to open up some fields and stuff for him. The guy they usually have chop for them, they had a gearbox go out on their chopper. So I really don't want to do a lot of custom work. You know, we got, a lot of guys, they got the big chopper and stuff, and you can make good money doing custom work. But for us, we got the chopper so we can get our stuff done fast and hopefully not put a lot of hours on it to hopefully keep it running for a long time. We didn't get the chopper to make money off it. It's just so we can get our stuff done, get our other work done, have more, family time, more fun time. It's nice to hammer it out and do it, but I really don't want to do a lot of custom work. But when a neighbor calls and asks for help, and yeah, we have a hard time saying no. So we're gonna go help him out tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see how much he wants us to chop. Hopefully get that done. Get done whatever he kind of wants to get done tomorrow. And then we're pretty much done chopping. No, we do have to make another bag yet. Once Dad finishes feeding that one bag of silage, I think we're still gonna make one more bag. We got one big field yet at silage corn. It's about at 25 to 30 acres. Like, we took the headlands off. I'm not sure how much is there exactly, but we'd really like to chop a lot of that instead of combine. We couldn't combine it. It won't be a big deal. It'll be a little wetter, but it'd be nice to make a little more silage. But like I said, it's on the edge of that tar, and that bag's not going to sit on there real well, and not 100% sure what we're going to do yet. But so we're not totally done chopping. We got a little more to go, but we're getting there. But also, high moisture corn is getting pretty dang close. Dad actually mentioned the other day we might start by the end of the week, kind of seeing what Eric's schedule is, if we can get the grinder. So it's still gonna be busy yet, but for now we're gonna try to get this chicken manure hauled. Hopefully this Chandler holds up. It only takes about 4 loads to cover this field, but we gotta pull it up. The tires, there's a couple tires that are always low on there. Grease it up and start hauling. So for some reason with this PTO, the bolts, the threads are the same. But for some reason, one of the heads is a different size. Do not ask me why. It's just always been like that. So you gotta take these bolts out to switch this PTO. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. I know the case tractors out there, Magnum or what size it is, but they got the very similar design here for these PTOs. And these bolts really like to strip very easily. When you put them on, you can't crank them tight because they will strip. Not if they get hot from running it or what, but now someone else, different neighbor has a case, brought the same issue up to me once, asked about it. I say, oh, we replaced those bolts quite a bit. Alright, so as I was saying, yeah, these bolts, they like to strip on us, but it works. So to get this out, once you take them bolts out, you just give us a good jerk, or a couple. That comes out. Just pull the 540 shaft out. We'll set that down for now. Then in the cab here we got a box that's got the different shafts. So you got 1,000 PTO shaft and you got your big 1,000. So we need the small 1,000. Put that back before we lose it. Got the big 1,000. You kind of put, you don't use that big housing. You kind of put these two things in there with these smaller bolts. And not too many things use that big 1,000 around here. We did have it in for the merger, takes the big 1,000, and then the stock chopper uses the big 1,000, and that's it, I think. Basically, majority of your machinery has a 1,000 PTO or the 540 PTO, like the chopper boxes, and a lot of your kind of slower moving stuff, I would say, are 540. Stuff that's needs a little more horsepower as the 1,000, like the manure spreaders. This spine, baler is a 540. TMR, that's 1,000. What else takes a PTO around here? Rake's 1,000, or 540. Yeah, that's kind of about it. You guys probably really don't care, but I always kind of wonder what something about. So I might not be 100% accurate because I'm not a big tractor guy, but the other ends are different. So when you stick that into the tractor, it'll push farther, like this thing in here or something in here. Somehow the tractor knows what shaft's in there, and then I believe it runs, when you start your PTO up, it runs faster or slower, debating on what is in there. That's how I've always understood. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So we'll throw this one back in there. So we'll pull it up to the shed and actually check the tires, but just kind of double checking, making sure nothing's not super flat. That just driving up to the shed gets it off the bead. They'll make it up to the shop. Let's gonna show you guys one thing quick. So we are gonna be doing a little bit of building or adding on to an existing building, I guess. Kind of exciting. We haven't built anything for a few years now. This is nothing too major. We are gonna add on to our hay shed here. So this hay shed, this summer the hay was really good. You know, we didn't have room on our silage pad, or our tar pad I mean, for all of our hay. We made a lot of dry hay, and this shed is pumped full to the max of all hay and grass hay. We haven't made any bedding at all yet. We usually make a couple hundred cornstalk bales, and it kind of, and they're fine sitting outside, but it's just a little nicer to have them under a roof of some sort, at least a majority of them. You know, in our Quonset we usually fill that with cornstalk bales. That fits about 80 or so. But now we're probably going to be raising those calves in there in the winter. So yeah, we kind of figured we could use another extra storage for some hay. So all we're doing is coming out 16 feet is all. I think he's got a stake right there. That's where it's going to be. Basically we're running off the roof line, just a straight shot out 16 feet. And if my math, just by eyeballing or counting the bales, how much each bay holds, should hold about 120 bales or so. There isn't going to be a rafter in there, so we can still basically should about be able to get 3 bales high all the way to the outside. Not 100% sure yet, but it should work. So we got the brother-in-law Ben doing this for us. I think he's using his boss's equipment, his lift and lull and stuff, and sounds like Ben came out already and he took the tin off that face. We're gonna reuse that on the new face. I'll get new tin for the roof. Yeah, I gotta keep him on his toes. Can't get too comfortable around here. Gotta put him to work. So if you ever see a big fire and a lot of smoke coming from southwest of Buckman, don't call the fire department, because most likely it's that big brush pile there. Change of plans. This tractor, the PTO don't want to work. So me talking about it, changing it, jinxed it apparently. So it'll run for a couple seconds and then stop. You restart it, a couple seconds, stop, and I ran it with the spreader empty for 30 seconds, ran fine. And now with a little bit of weight on it, it doesn't want to go. I do not know what the issue is. We're just going to put a different tractor on it and hope that fixed it. Back in action. Say, I do not know what the deal was with that. How the sensor or something in there is dirty or not working right. That's for another day. We gotta get some manure spreaded. Wasn't the biggest fan of jacking that spreader up with all pumped full on that jack. There's a lot of weight in that jack. I welded it on there and not the greatest welder, but it held. That's all that matters. Didn't fall over, and that would have been tough trying to pick back up. The spreader holds 10 ton of chicken manure. That's a lot of weight. But everything's working, so we're in business. got a lot of chicken turds to haul out here yet.